I was Sasha. I was not Dakota this weekend. I was Sasha to the fullest extent. It reminds me of high school. Help!
Look like you'll throw me into the wall.
No one mentioned it.
He said, you know, snatch souls. And I said, what do you mean by that? Mom, come get me. I want to go home. I'm not trying to be with no Ted Bundy. Like, I'm all set. Like, what are you talking about? It's giving D for delusional.
If he looks like he's gonna ruin my life, that's fine. Yeah.
I've always wanted to, when we hang out, tell them how we became friends. Oh my God. Goes up to the door, slams it shut, and locks it. That moment there, I just thought, like, I wonder what the last conversation was with, like, my mom, because, like, they're not gonna see me tomorrow. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel.
Hello stranger, it's been a minute since we last kicked it. And by the way, just got in town, and I won't let you in this club.
What's up? It's your girl. Your girl looking like a rat, but she's got a rat with a slim waist, big booty. Hey. I don't know what's wrong with me or why you guys like my content, but today, for some fucking reason, I gotta put you guys down somewhere so we can talk. I guess I'll put you guys here. Hey, what's up? Welcome back. Look at these nails. Guys, freaking $10 at CVS. They look so cute. So I'm getting ready to leave for New York right now. It is my really good friend Romance's 29th birthday. We are gonna go stay at our friend Cass's house for the night. That's okay though, I was about to take a sip of this, y'all, because I thought it was my water. That's some damn Dawn dish soap, what the fuck? So right now it is currently 5:14. I was supposed to leave at 5. I still gotta stop at the bank, still gotta put my shit in the car, still gotta get gas, like, is giving chaotic Chloe. Do you guys ever have the friend that's like always late, always chaos? Like, literally me. We're going to New York, it's gonna be fun. We're going to this like really fancy restaurant. I found my outfit today last minute, did my nails last minute. It's giving Barbie, okay? The look tonight is fucking Barbie, okay? Like, your girl's been going to the gym, eating right. Confident. This is so cute, isn't it? Got this from Plato's Closet for this was $4. It's giving Skims, it's giving buttery. We're gonna get to meet some of my friends today, which is awesome. I'm gonna film us getting ready, and then I'm gonna take you guys with us to the restaurant. I'm probably gonna take my phone because this is my baby. I'm paranoid about it getting ruined. Friends are also kind of like content creators too. I wasn't even gonna do this, and my friend was like, bitch, you better vlog. And I was like, good idea. I do so much like fun and exciting shit, but then like I don't record it. It's like, is this your job or is this, like, what are you doing? So anyways, we have a 2-hour drive. So yeah, it's gonna be a really fun, guys, like, I'm so excited because you guys don't really get a chance to like meet my friends. Let's get on the road because the bitch is already late. This is so cute. Oh my God, I'm sorry. What? Are you kidding me? All right, let's go. Okay. We have everything. Our purse, we have water, phone, Easy Pass. Why the hell do I got lashes? Just like sit it. Bitch, get your life together. Okay guys, before we start today's video, I just wanted to get into this product that I have been absolutely loving over the past 2 to 3 weeks, and they are sponsoring today's video. It is Colon Broom. I take this every single day in a glass of water. I noticed that most powders that I normally like to mix, I have to put like orange juice or body armor juice in there, but with this, it literally tastes like strawberries, you guys. It is so good. All I do is put it in a little bit of water. I'll take my emulsifier and mix it, and that is it. Down the hatch, good to go. Important to drink this as soon as you mix it, otherwise it's gonna get all clumpy and all gooey and it's just not gonna be enjoyable. So cheers. So good. Tastes like squirrel berries, okay? The reason why I have been taking this is because I have been on a little bit of a health kick and a health journey, and I just want to put things into my body that is going to help it operate a bit better. Thanks to companies like Colon Broom and thanks to a modern breakthrough in gastrointestinal science, a team of specialized nutritionists created this product in order to relieve constipation and bloating, gently cleanse your body while also gaining tons of benefit. What I love about Colon Broom is that it works as a prebiotic, which feeds the healthy gut bacteria within your your body. You guys didn't know we have good bacteria and we have bad bacteria, but when the body becomes ridden with toxins and outside pollutions, what basically happens is your body gets built up to the point where there's so much bad bacteria in it, we start getting sick, our immune systems get weak, so we need to be cleansing our colon and cleansing our body. That's exactly what Colon Broom does. Not only does it help you with digestion and constipation and bloating, it also helps clean your intestinal tract, so it helps with passing bowel movements, and you will notice a visibly clearer, more complexion within your skin because you're cleansing your body and you're nourishing it from the inside out. I honestly noticed a pretty big difference ever since using this into my daily routine. I noticed that I have a huge boost in energy. I feel like I just am lighter. I absolutely love that it is not only vegan, but it is gluten-free and non-GMO. You guys know I'm an almond mom. I am that person that looks at ingredients lists, and anything that is GMO has got to go. So upon trying this, I honestly think that you guys would love it. I think it's just a great powder to have into your supplement routine. I think that it's always good to have a good diet with high fiber, especially for us women. We need that. Never go wrong with cleansing your colon. My grandma actually passed away from colon cancer a couple years ago, so cleansing the colon and cleansing the body is something that is very important to me. And cleansing your colon does actually, it's proven, help with the risk of colon cancer. If you guys would also like to try Colon Broom for yourself, activate that good fiber in your body, help with your digestion, have glowing skin, all things of that nature, go ahead and click the link directly in my description. And I will also have my code right here. It is Dakota10. If you use that checkout, you can get 10% off of your order. Colon Broom, thank you so much for sponsoring this video. It's because of sponsors like you that I'm able to make long form content like this. Thank you, Colon Broom, for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back into it. I don't want to make this drive. Normally I'm the type of person that's like, yes, like love driving, cool, but today I'm just like not in the mood. I hate this. I hate this tripod. Literally hate it so much. I know you guys are like sick of hearing me complain about this tripod, but it's actually the worst. Like if I stop, I'm so afraid this shit's gonna fall. I found it on Amazon and it's horrible. Maybe I shouldn't be vlogging today. Maybe I should just enjoy the moment. You see what I'm Yo, no, this camera costs way too much money. We're not doing that. I'm over it. To Plato's Closet, which if you guys don't know what that is, it's a store that sells really cute clothes. It's a Goodwill basically, but like just for like girls clothes. I think that they have some men's stuff, but it's mainly for women. And people will come in and trade in like their fashion. Oh my God. Anyway, they will trade in shit like Fashion Nova, Shein, like stuff like that. An affordable price. Like I always get dresses there, and they're like really good quality dresses from either like Fashion Nova or Shein, and they are literally, I'm not even over exaggerating, $8. I got this shirt today. This, I'm sorry, it's like a bodysuit, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's just, it's on my body and it's a suit, but it's a shirt. Anyway, I got that, and I got my dress that you guys will see later tonight. Everything came out to $12 because I had 20 points too. So that's also a good thing too, is if you shop there frequently, what they'll do is they'll give you like points. All that was $12. And then after that, I had to go and get my nails. And then I had to get body tape, which they didn't have any. I went to Target to get it, they didn't have it. And then I went to Mad Rat. Wow, I went there, girl, and the door was smashed in. And people were like taking pictures, there was caution tape. So I think someone ran their car through there, which I don't even know how you do that, because to do that, you have to be some type of special, because ain't no way. Like, oh my God, this car's going so fast. Because anyway, so I'm going to the bank right now to put some money into my account, getting gas, and then finally leaving. I probably should get like a Starbucks sandwich or something, because like I said, I haven't ate all day. I was supposed to be at Romance's right now.
It's 5:30. She's gonna kill me.
Like, it's not my fault. I don't know what it is, you guys. I cannot be on time to save my life. Like, I had all day to do what I had to do, and I did it, and then like I lollygagged for the past half hour. Anyway, so y'all, if I have a song in my video, please do not comment and be like,
how do you not get copyrighted?
Because if y'all keep doing that, they are gonna copyright me. And then I don't make money off the video. So please stop. Girls that get it, get it. The girls that don't. See, if I had a little thing, I could just put it right here. Anyway, bye. All right, y'all. I got some Starbucks because I needed something. Have you guys ever seen that video of that girl where she's like, I worked 10 hours. All I want is Wingstop. Drive. And then her friend's like, that's excessive. And she's like, I ate nothing. Nothing. Sorry, I'll edit that out. Probably won't. Egg white wrap, bitch. So superior.
Superior.
With the ice water. I already drank enough caffeine today. I didn't sleep well last night. I haven't. Okay, I've been doing this thing. It's so toxic. I need to stop, like ASAP Rocky. I'll stay up till 2 in the morning scrolling through TikTok, having a good time, kicking my feet, and then I'm like, oh my god, girl, go to bed. And then I'll try to go to bed, and I will, but then I'll wake up at 4. And then I'll go downstairs and I'll eat something. I don't know, like I woke up this morning with friggin' pico de gallo chips in my bed. Why are we doing that? Why are you doing that to yourself, Dakota? Then I'll go back to sleep and I won't wake up till like 10. Like, it's bad. I'm on such a bad sleep cycle right now. I'm gonna tell you guys a quick story. In the shower, not that that's important, but I was. And you know, like when you're in the shower, because you don't have your phone, you have no one to talk to, you naturally just like think of shit and you're like, I forgot that happened. So that happened to me. So here's the story. One day, I was going to get my oil changed, right? I promise you guys, this is a story worth fucking sticking around for, so listen up. I was going to get my oil changed, and I was in like a bit of a time crunch because I needed to get it done that day. Why was it that day? I don't know. Don't ask me, but it was. So it was like a rainy, not rainy, but like cloudy day. And I had a bunch of shit to do. I had to take Aubrey to her trunk or treat at school. I had to go to a Halloween party after. Like, girl, it was giving C for chaotic. I always think chaotic is spelled with a K, but it's not, it's a C, which is kind of weird. Who decided how things are spelled? Like, who decided? Anyway, sorry, that's a topic for another time. Normally go to this one place, but they're by appointment only. So I went to like the drive. I don't know if you guys have this in your state. I'm not gonna say the name of the place. I don't wanna give it away in case he's watching this. I highly doubt he is, because he doesn't even know that I do YouTube. Basically, you can like do a drive-through, like a drive-through oil change. It takes like 10 minutes. It is like really expensive because all they do is oil changes there. So obviously, oop, there's a gas station. Probably should have stopped, but I won't. So there was this one guy that was there. I came in and he was like really, really cute. I was like, oh my god, like he's fine. Like he was a fine chocolate man. He looked so good. He like is talking to me a little bit. I'm thinking he's gonna do my oil change, but nope, somebody else is. He's like, okay, I'm gonna let so-and-so take over to do your oil change. So this new guy comes, and you guys, he looks like Big Sean. I'm not even over exaggerating. He looks like Big Sean when he had braids. And I'm like, ooh, like okay. But like, I'm not thinking anything of it. I do not go out with the agenda of like, I'm gonna get me a man, or like, I'm gonna find the love of my life. Like, I'm just doing me, and if somebody ends up wanting to wife up my crazy ass, so be it. He starts doing my oil change, and then he's telling me like other things that are wrong with my car, etc. We just get to talking. The whole time, it was not like a flirty, casual conversation. Like, I had my daughter in the back. Like, it was not like that, okay? He ends up saying to me, because when you go to this place, they have your information in the computer. So like, your address is there, whatever. He's like, hey, I see that you live in insert town here. I also live in
insert town here.
I do house calls all the time for service on cars. You ever are in need of a mechanic, why don't I take your number? You know, like if you ever need anything, you can just call me. When I tell people this story, they're like, Dakota, are you fucking okay? Like, obviously he wanted your number because he was trying to hit at you. I didn't see it that way. I feel like I'm just like oblivious to when somebody is like flirting with me, or if they like me. He ends up leaving. I think nothing of it. I get a text from him and he's like,
hey, you know, thank you so much for like coming in today. It was a pleasure to serve you.
And I said, yeah, you know, thank you for like giving me or taking down my number, because I was literally saying to my dad, I was like, I wish we had like a mechanic that lived in like our town, because it would be so easy if they could just do house calls rather than having to like go somewhere and then you just pay them directly. You're not paying a corporation like Firestone where you're making them millions of dollars and their employees are only seeing like maybe 50, 60, like 60% of that shit, right? Basically, he gets my number and then he's like,
you're so beautiful. I had to take the opportunity to get your number, but I had to make sure that I did it in a professional way so I wouldn't get in trouble. And
I'm like, oh Lord, here we go. Here we go. We get to talking, right? And he's like, hey, can I call you? And I'm like, sure. So he gets to calling me and we're talking on the phone or whatever, and like this conversation's going super easy. He's a Scorpio, I'm a Pisces. We're supposed to be a match made in heaven. Apparently we're supposed to be, but the past 2 Scorpios outside of him that have come into my life, no. No, it's a no for me. No. But this was before those Scorpios. At the time, this was my first time ever talking to one. So I'm like, oh, maybe this is a sign from the universe. Like, maybe, like, oh my god, Dakota.
You had to go to this place to get your oil change because the other place wouldn't take you because it was by appointment only. So maybe God and the universe specifically directed you to this certain place, and that's how you met this guy, and you guys are gonna live happy. Like,
this is the shit that goes on in my brain. It's giving D for delusional, bitch. No, stop it.
Get some help.
Stop. We get to talking, and like, I already just don't really like that he's like,
oh yeah, like, I wanted to get your number because I saw you blushing when I was talking to you. I'm like,
Is it crack, cocaine, or meth you smoke?
that's my makeup blush. Like, because don't get me wrong, you're cute, but you're not like Justin Bieber. Like, relax, simmer down, humble yourself. I don't like when guys do that. It's like, what? Then he's talking about like, you know, just his life, like his daughter, and you know, he's lived here and he's done this and he's a mechanic now, but he's trying to get into doing like a better career, and he's about to leave soon, and he's like one of the top sellers, like whatever, cool. But this is what I didn't like, and this is when I ghosted him before I started talking to him again. And then this, I found out a lot. But anyway, so he's basically telling me like, I'd love to see you tonight. And I'm like, well, I can't because I have this Halloween party for my daughter. But then I had a Halloween party to go to that night with my friend Barb and Steve. I'm gonna insert some videos here of that night because it was fucking crazy. Oh, fuck it up. Hey, okay. Shine a light on him. Shine a light on him. Shine a light on him. Shine a light.
The best of my love. Whoa, whoa. You got the best of my love.
Well, come through and chill.
No, the fuck he did. Steve literally just ripped one of these out and walking with it. Steve.
I got it. I did it this time. I did it this time.
That was wild. That was, I don't
Go to the car. Go. You're in timeout. Go to the fucking car. Love you. Let me be the one to give you any everything. What does that mean, baby? No. Baby, you should let me love you.
Was like damn near New York, so this wasn't going to be any time, right? And he goes, oh, okay, well, let me know if you end up not going, because you know I can come get you and we can like go for a drive. Do I look like the kind of girl that you pick up for the first time and go for a drive? I have no comment because I'm trying to be a better person. I'm trying to be saved, and I'm trying to not make fun of people anymore or talk bad about them. But sometimes people don't give you much to work with. Like, what are you talking about? What do you mean? Are you okay? Are you okay? I immediately ghosted him because I was like, ew, like, you really think that we're just gonna go for a drive? I had to immediately put an end to that. I ended up ghosting him. He ends up like texting me and calling me a bunch, and then he ends up sending me a message on Thanksgiving, and he's like, happy Thanksgiving, hope you're doing well, been thinking about you. So I was like, you know what, Dakota, maybe you are a shallow person. Maybe he really does just want to go and take you for a drive and get to know you. Like, maybe you're shallow. Maybe you're shallow. Maybe it's not about materialistic things. Maybe blah, blah, blah. I'm just telling myself all these stupid lies. So he ends up asking me one day, I really want to take you out, and I want to like show you that I'm not like all these guys, and that, you know, like I can court. He literally said, I can court you. I can court you. I could take you out. I could show you like the finer things in life, like let me do that for you. And I was like, okay, yeah, like pick a time, pick a place, and I'll be there, because I'm not planning anything. Okay, I'm in my divine feminine energy. So he's like, okay, but he goes, before we do that, he's like, I really want to see you. Can I please come bring you like some food? Like name where you want food from, let me know, and I'll come drop it off to you. Before you bitches say,
oh my God, Dakota, why would you tell him your address?
he already knew my address because of when I got my oil changed, okay? It's in the system, because when you go, they have to take your address down so they can send you coupons and they can send you like receipts and stuff. Sit there and try to be like, why didn't you give him your address? He already knows my address. Anyway, so I pick a spot that I want food from, and while he's getting it, he's FaceTiming me, and he's like so happy, like smiling from ear to ear. He's like, I can't wait to see you, like I just want to see you. You guys, this was 2 months after he had met me for the first time. I ghosted him, and not ghosted him, but like I just was like, oh, like I'm not the type of girl that you just go on a freaking ride with, like romance me, sir. And I just am at the point where it's like, let the best man win. And I'm sorry, but if you're not doing things that are in alignment with what I want, bye. And I'm not sorry about it. I have no time to waste. I'm 29, girl. I'm 29 and fine, but besides the point. So he says, okay, I got the food, I'm on my way to your house. And I was like, okay. I was like, but you're not coming inside. Like I literally told him, I was like, you're not coming inside my house. Like if you want to talk and we can eat in the car, cool. He's like, no, like I just want to talk to you for a few minutes and I'll let you go inside and eat. And I was like, okay. So we're in the car and we're talking. We're having like really good conversation. He's telling me a little bit about his life, parents, and like all of like the stuff he's kind of been through. And then he's like, all right, well, you know, I'll let you go inside and eat. It was a pleasure to see you, and like don't worry, I'm going to take you out. Like whenever you can get a sitter, just let me know and I can take you out. I said, okay, cool. I leave, I go inside. Tell me why I don't even get to put a fork in my mashed potatoes before he's FaceTiming me. And I'm like, why? Like, did I forget something in his car? Like, what's going on? Like, I'm so confused. So I pick it up and he's like,
hey.
and I'm like, hey. And he goes,
so I gotta talk to you.
I said, what? Let me remind you guys. Sorry, backtrack a little bit. Before we had even talked on the phone for the first time, I was looking for this man's social media. Because one thing about me is I'm gonna look at your social media, make sure that everything looks good. I'm gonna like Google you, look you up, and make sure you're not a psychopath serial killer. Like I'm not trying to be with no Ted Bundy. Like I'm all set. Also, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancers are the top 3 zodiac signs that are serial killers. One thing I know, 2 things for certain, I could find anybody on social media. You guys, literally, if you knew my friends in real life, they would tell you that I am an FBI detective. I should have gone for criminal investigation in college, because I'm telling you, I could find anybody. Ew, I'm driving by my ex's house. I hate coming to Bridgeport. Ew, I'm really by my ex's house. Ugh, my stomach sinks when I have to drive by this house. I hate it. I hate it. Oh my God. You know, like when like you're over somebody, but then like you drive by where you used to go like literally all the time, and like you just get a pit in your stomach, and it's like, yo, like damn, like that shit hurt. Oh my God. And this is the McDonald's I went to when I left his house because I was mad at him, and I was like, I'm going home, and I just like didn't even tell him, I just left. And I got McDonald's, and he was like calling me repeatedly, and I was like, nope, bye, you're gonna suffer. You're gonna suffer. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Back to my story. So I could not find his social media anywhere. I was hitting dead ends left and right, and I'm like, why can I not find this man's social media? So he's talking to me on FaceTime. He's like, I gotta tell you something. And I'm like, what? And he's like, well, before that, actually, he has the nerve to say to me, you know, should I put this on here? I probably shouldn't put this on here. He has the nerve to say to me, you know, I should not put this on here. I'm probably gonna edit this out. I always say that, I never do, but like this is a lot. He says to me, it's just like A for audacity. The audacity was free. He said, you know, I snatch souls. And I said, what do you mean by that? Mom, come get me, I want to go home. I said, what do you mean by that? He's like, I snatch souls, like, you know what I mean. So he's talking about during like, he's like, I snatch souls. And I'm like, first of all, that doesn't sound appealing. Maybe if this was me like 4 years ago when I was like in like 24, maybe, but like, you snatch souls, sir, what? I am the empress. I'm a divinely guided and protected and rooted human being. The fuck you mean? You ain't snatching my soul. Not with my ancestors up there. So he's like, yeah, you know, I'm not gonna lie. It was already done after he said that. I'm telling you guys, once I get the ick, it's over. It's over. So he's like, yeah, like, you know, if you had a sitter tonight and I had a sitter tonight and we didn't have to go home, it would have been over. It would have been over. We would have been in the backseat. First of all, do I look like I'm 21? Who the fuck has sex in a car anymore? Please tell me. Please tell me. Second of all, no, it wouldn't have. I do not do that. Like, it takes a lot for me to want to freaking like sleep with you. Like, you have to like check all my boxes and shit, right? So I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? So it was already over after that, but I said, you know what? I got my dinner here, and apparently I got a show. I got tickets to a free show because what this man is talking about, it can't be real. He has to be an actor. You're not a mechanic, you are an actor. You are literally the next Ashton Kutcher, but you look like Big Sean because there's no way. There's no way that you guys really have the audacity to talk like this. So then he goes, but I have to tell you something. I said, what? He goes, as you could probably tell, you can't find me on social media. Oh, sorry, I didn't know the angle was like that. He said, as you could probably tell, you can't find me on social media. And first of all, I'm like, how does he know that? How does he know? Like, do I look like a stalker? Do I look like the type of girl to like look you up before the first date? Like, how does he know that? So he goes, there's a reason for that. And so I'm thinking that he's gonna say that he just is a private person, or maybe he had some trouble with some people back in the day. That'd be a logical explanation. He goes, the reason why I'm not on social media is because I don't really like for people to know like my whereabouts, like where I am, like what I'm doing, who I'm with, like all that stuff. And I'm like, okay, why? He goes, I'm gonna tell you this, I don't know how you're gonna take it. He goes, he tells me that he is in not just any gang, but one of the most infamous gangs to ever be a gang. Like, I'm not gonna say it because it's gonna give it away, and I'm not trying to, I like my safety where it's at, but he tells me that he is a part of like one of the most infamous gangs, and that he basically was the one to bring it from New York to Connecticut, but that he's not like in it anymore. Like, like you can never get out. Like, if you are out of a gang, you have to get like jumped. Like, I'm in it but I'm not. Like, I'm more of like it's like, picture it as like the Army Reserves, where it's like, yeah, you have to go and you have to do things once in a while, but it's not like all the time. Like, I don't like posting like anybody that I'm with or anything like that. He's like, I do have an Instagram, but like it's very secluded. I don't even really have any pictures on there. And he's like, I just, you know, to protect you and to protect the family and things like that. He's like, I can't be like posting. And he's like, you know, like say like you wanted to post a picture with me or like that. Another thing, what makes you think you're gonna tell me this? I'm gonna want to be with you. He goes, yeah, you know, you could like post like a picture of me, like that's fine, but like, you know, you'd have to like kind of like cover my face and like or like put like an emoji over it. I wouldn't be like facing, you know, like the camera or whatever. Like, you know, the only time that I would say that I would like, you know, post like us together is if it's like an anniversary or like a birthday or like a special occasion. And I'm just thinking in my head, first of all, I'm a content creator. What make you think what? Like, and second of all, ain't no way that I have waited so long to finally, you know, like get married, settle. Girl, no, it's not the time. Settle down, have kids, blah, blah, blah. And I can't even post my man because you are in a get. Are you okay? So literally, you guys, like I go from like facing him on the phone like this to putting the phone like this, and I'm eating my food because at this point I'm just like, I'm over this conversation. I want to get off. I let him talk for 30 minutes. I didn't say a word. He's explaining to me like what his affiliation is, that he's not really in it anymore. He just has to do like community work sometimes, X, Y, and Z. And I'm just like, motherfucker, get off my phone. Get off my phone. Why is it that I get put in these positions. Like, I do not understand. I'm minding my business. I'm going to get an oil change, thinking that it's gonna be just a regular day. And no, instead, I get hit on by a guy. He takes my number because I really think that he just wants to do work on my car, but really he wants to do work somewhere else. And finds out that he is in one of the most infamous gangs ever to be what? Girl, I swear to God, I was like, I looked up at God and I said, this can't be the life you have planned out for me. This can't be the life. I know that you did not have me come here onto this earth and reincarnate as me for me to go through this. What? Is my life a joke? Is my life a show? Like a bad, I just don't understand, and I'm so confused about it. So we kind of got off the phone because I'm like, all right, well, I was like, I gotta, like, you know, take a shower and go to bed. Like, I gotta get up early. I did not have to get up early. But we ended up hanging up and I never talked to him again. I literally never talked to him again. And he was texting me, he was calling me, like listen, this is the thing. I was gonna text him and be like, listen, like after, because this is the thing, first of all, the whole snatching souls thing, you sound like a real life demon. You sound like Satan, Lucifer reincarnated himself, and you're a Scorpio. I heard about Scorpios, okay? So that it was over after that. And just like demanding almost, like, I give you my body, like, oh, if we both had sex then it would have been over. No the fuck it wouldn't have, motherfucker. It's called consent. Get the fuck out. No, not happening. I never talked to him again. I was gonna like talk to him and give him a reason, but I'm like, yo, the fact that like, if he had just told me about the affiliation with the gang thing and didn't say the whole snatching souls, or like it would have been over comment, it would have been a lot different. I'm telling you right now, I would have given him the common decency and respect to hold a conversation. But because he was so like, oh, I love this song. Hold on, wait, we gotta rewind it. Oh.
Take the exit.
Shut up. And this is what I don't understand about men. Men really think that they got it like that. Like, just think that they can come up to a woman, demand sex, or demand their body, or demand their time, and that they're just going to do it. And it's like, no, like, that is disgusting. Like, I do not want a man like that. I don't want that man to be the father of my future children. Like, nope, get someone else to do it. So I just completely stopped talking to him, and I don't really care. He was like, oh, it would have been over. What are you gonna do in a backseat? What are you gonna do to rock my world in a backseat? Please tell me. Are we 12? I'm a grown woman. Anyways, so that was a story I wanted to tell you guys. I'm about to get to Cass's in about 50 minutes. Traffic is not too bad, thank God. And I want to tell you guys a story, but I want Romance to be with me about how we met, because if you have been an OG subscriber, you guys know about Adrian. And if you guys remember in the Adrian story times, which if you don't know what I'm talking about, here's a whole playlist that you can watch those story times on and catch up. But I was talking about how when me and Adrian first got together, this girl had reached out to me on Facebook in like October. I think I literally called her the October girl. And how she told me like, hey, I was talking to Adrian, but then I saw him texting you and calling you babe, like you deserve better, like he's been playing the both of us. But how I didn't see that message until like almost a year later. Well, that's Romance. I don't know, I'm gonna ask her permission if I can put this in here. So if it is in, just know that it's with permission. Not everybody wants to be a part of this whole thing, and I understand that and I respect that boundaries, but those boundaries. But yeah, that was Romance. That's how we met, because Adrian was talking to me and her at the same time, and then after me and Adrian broke up is when I found the message. I reached out to her, and we've been like besties ever since, you guys. Like, I love Romance so much. She's such a good friend, and she's like a genuine person. Like, Romance is probably one of the most genuine people I have ever met in my whole entire life, and she's just always there, like always supporting, super genuine and nice. So I'm just really happy and excited to be celebrating her birthday. And I don't know, it's just, I'm really happy to have her in my life. You know, when you have had a bunch of like shitty people in your life for so long, when good people come around and like good friends come in, like you really just want to like cherish them and honor them, because it doesn't happen all the time. So I'll see you guys when we get to Cass's house.
I got the plug, I made the call for free. I'm talking late night for ya. Let me lay a great time on ya. Don't hesitate, no, don't you? Just say you will. Come through and share.
from Best Buy.
That's always how it works, I swear to God. We're getting some TikTok content. Me. Always wanted to do. I've always wanted to, when we hang out, tell them how we became friends.
Oh my god.
That
Part of your Adrian realistic.
I did tell the story, but I didn't tell your name though. I don't know what I named you.
Oh yeah.
But I also didn't say anything bad. There's nothing bad to say. I just like briefly mentioned it. Yeah. I was telling them a little bit about it on the way up here. Get it? That's why I've been trying to I've been in like a creative rut when it comes to creating. And so now I'm just like taking my camera out and doing whatever.
I think it was your hygiene routine or your shower routine.
Oh, it was like, oh, you know what that was? It was the glow up with me after my breakup one because I got my fucking heart destroyed.
I love glow up videos.
Oh, that shit was hard. A bitch was going through it.
Funny because
I doubt myself too much. I'm like, oh, like there's so many vloggers, like what makes me special? But then I'm just like, when you have that mindset, you don't do anything. So it's
you
like,
know why there's so many vloggers? Because none of them listen to that shit.
exactly, right. So like, I need to get out of my own way and start fucking creating.
Remember that one night when we fell in love and what we had felt so right, cause we had trust. Now it's drowning in our lives. I know we're broken up, you know the
One though, and it comes with the
You see what I mean? Like, bitches really want out of the breakup. Like, bitches want to. Got a blue couch.
Yo,
I don't even want to know.
Bro, his couch is blue.
I'm putting that in the video. Pretty.
Okay, so I tried and I couldn't get into it, but I was gonna ask you because I saw you posting about it. I was like, is it weird?
Cass, do you watch The Summer I Turned Pretty?
She doesn't watch shit.
Watch that, yeah.
Nobody watches that shit?
If it's not Sex in the City, she's not watching it.
I was gonna ask if you're team Conrad or Jeremiah, but never
Where's the
mind.
hair thing?
I wake from my slumber. I wish I could call you up. Miss how you put your love on me.
Why you got my number? Wish I could feel your touch. Wish you could follow up on me.
You never know when to chill. Always talk about keep it real. Only till you've had your fill.
So cute. Look at this bitch. So cute. So cute. Makeup came out so good. Oh my god, my camera almost fucking breaking. Way to go.
Yes.
Okay, so if you missed my story times and my story time content, then you're gonna be very happy. The rest of this video is basically like a story time about everything that happened. You guys, this was one of the most craziest weekends that I've had since probably like I was 18 years old. We did not get back to Cass's house till 6:30 in the morning, bitch. 6:30 in the morning. We went to a restaurant, got invited out to a club, and then got invited out to another club after that called the Secret Society, where I'm not even over exaggerating. We had to go through like some sketchy like staircases, and then like the people weren't trying to let us leave. They were like blocking the door and girl, Maria almost fell in shit. Like literally almost fell in shit. Like it was insane. So okay, boom, let's just start. So basically what had happened was we went to the restaurant. We were so late to the restaurant. Reservations were for 11 because like, you know, like we're going into the city or whatever, and everybody was like, we're not gonna make it in time, we're not gonna make it in time. So we ended up being really late to our reservations. Like we got there like 11:40, but we're thinking like it's New York. This is New York, like everyone's late to everything because like the city, there's traffic, whatever. So we basically get there and they were like, we gave away your table. And so we're sitting there and we're like, it's 11 o'clock, we are in the city, there's no way we're gonna be able to find another like sit down restaurant to go sit at. And had it not been Romance's birthday, it would have been a different story, but because it was Romance's birthday, we wanted to go somewhere special. We wanted to go somewhere that you could just remember for her birthday. Like it's her 29th birthday, last year in her 20s, last year in my 20s. Like we gotta turn it up, we gotta make it big. We're in the city, we didn't come to fuck around. So I'm basically like sitting there manifesting. I'm like, don't worry guys, we're gonna get a table, everything's gonna be fine. So Cass has to go up to the owner, I mean up to the front desk person and basically be like, I know the owner and he said that he can get me a table here. And so then the girl was like, let me go see what I can do. Cass did not know the owner. She didn't know. She did not know at all. And 10 minutes later, they come back and they give us this like small, tiny little table upstairs. And like me and Romance are sitting on like these small, tiny stools. And the other girls are sitting in a booth. Like you could tell like it was not supposed to be a table, but they kind of like made a table for us. So perfect. The only downside is the restaurant was so dark. I was trying to get like good quality vlog footage for you guys. And the restaurant was literally so dark you could barely see. I'll insert all the clips here so you guys can see what was going on. But I have to say, drinks, like an 8 out of 10. They were amazing. The food, 9 out of 10. It was really good. The drinks were busting. The hookah was hookahing. Like, the music was pretty good. I wish they had a dance floor there, but unfortunately they didn't. So after we had dinner, we ended up going to this club. Like, our friend Cass was like, oh, I actually know a promoter, and he's at a club right now. It's literally like maybe 5 minutes from here. It's like a 5-minute Uber drive. He can get us in for free. Like, nice spot, it's gonna be great. And so we're like, okay, cool, yeah, like we're down. And I'm like talking to Romance, I'm like, are you down to go? And she's like, yeah, I'm down to go. Like, I am so down. Like, it's my birthday, we're outside, let's go. And we had the coolest Uber driver ever in the history of Uber drivers. Like, literally, he was so cool. Like, we were in the back and we were talking about, like, well, by this point, like I said, like some people we were with were just drunk and they were just talking like the craziest, like joining in on the conversation, and it was so freaking funny.
First nightmare is her man.
If they look like they work at a software startup, that's probably.
If they look like they work at Apple,
Oh, for sure.
that's Romance's
That was
man.
my ex. Yeah,
I love a guy that looks like he's gonna cheat.
That's my straight off the bat.
Type is bitch boys.
If he looks like he's gonna ruin my life, that's my man.
If he
like
looks,
a guy that looks
if
like
he
he's
ruins
never
my
been touched
life,
by a
he's my
woman.
type.
Love me a walking red flag.
No,
No, I don't love red flags. I just attract them.
Bro, the red flag. If you look like you'll throw me into the wall. Sold.
No one mentioned Arabic.
Sold.
You know what though?
I heard Arabic.
right
No.
here.
I had an Albanian boyfriend, and he was
Throw
the
me into
best
the
boyfriend
wall.
I've ever had. And I hear a
If
lot
he
about
looks like he'll
Middle
throw you off a balcony.
Middle
Albanians
Eastern
are
men
crazy.
are the fucking
My
best.
coworkers.
But they don't fuck with us. They don't fuck
husband-
with us. They don't want to fucking Latino.
Yeah,
I
because
swear
their
to God,
family
they
won't-
I mean,
Can
blonde,
we-
white, as in
wait,
hair, like stupidity.
Hold on, everyone.
Because there's a
Can
difference.
we play Pound Town too?
I understand what you're saying. I get it.
Because we
completely.
have to hear that. Can we play Pound Town too?
Girl, you're gonna hear Pound Town 2 at the fucking
Romance.
club.
You've never heard that song.
As if we didn't play it in
You
the car.
literally don't even know the words.
So we leave the restaurant, and if I knew going into this Uber what the rest of my night was gonna look like, it was good memories though, but like it was a lot, girl. It was a lot, okay? So we ended up getting into the Uber, we ended up going to this club. We have no idea where we are. I literally have a video where I'm taking a video of us girls walking in. Does anybody know where we are right now? What's this place called? And I'm like, does anybody know where we are, what this place is called? And Maria's like, I have no idea. We did not know where we were. Like, it was crazy. So we ended up going into this like hotel. And downstairs at the hotel, there's like a guy waiting there. And he's basically there to like scan your ID. In New York, they don't mess around. Like, you are scanning your ID because they don't take fake IDs. They don't mess around with that. Like, you will go to jail. So we get there and our friend Kim realizes that she lost her ID. Like, she doesn't know where it is. She can't find it. And we're trying to like finesse like the security guard. And we're like, come on. Like, she's 26 years old. Just let her in. And he's like, no, we can't. I'm sorry. And so basically she ended up having to like call her man, and he came and he picked her up. So the rest of us girls, we give them our ID and they scan it, everything's great. And the guy that Cass knows, we're just gonna call him Chuck, right? Nice guy. So he's like, all right girls, come on, like, you know, we're all set, like, let's go. And so we're walking, and I'm thinking, like, when you go in, so there's like this small hallway, and there's just like this room. I'll show you guys a picture, and it's a beautiful room. That's where I thought we were going to go. I was like, oh, this is classy, this is bougie. Like, I lived my best bougie life this weekend. You guys have no idea. And I'm like, this is cute. And he's like, all right girls, are you ready? And I'm like, ready for what? I thought this is where we were hanging out. And he's like, no, the club is upstairs. I don't hear any music, so I'm so confused about it. I'm like, what do you mean the club is upstairs? Like, where are we I don't even know what this place is called. I still don't know what the place is called. I'm gonna try to look it up, but I don't know what this club was called. No idea. It's like you had to go through like 3 hallways and 2 elevators to get there. It was wild. So we go through the elevator. The elevator is like all mirrored. Like, it's a mirrored elevator. Like, the shit that you see in Black Mirror, like, it's mirrored everywhere. And I'm like, where are we going? So we go into the elevator and we go all the way upstairs. They open the doors, and this is the most like packed club I've ever seen in my life, but also one of the most beautiful. Like, you walk outside and you just see the New York skyline right by the water, the beautiful skyline, the lights, the scenery, the people, the drinks. Like, the DJ's going, they're playing a lot of like EDM house music, which is like not my vibe. Like, I left Jersey for a reason. Like, if I wanted to listen to EDM house music, I would have stayed in Jersey. I don't get people like at the club like, why are you playing EDM house music? Why are you playing EDM house? Where's the reggaeton? Where's the Bad Bunny? I don't get it. But they did kind of throw in some like random mixes in there as well. Like, they played some Fenty Wap. Does anybody remember the Fenty Wap era? Oh my god, that was like the best. I swear to god, summer 2016, there was just something about it. And they would play him at the club and people would go crazy. I miss those days. I wish I could go back and be like young. I mean, I know I'm young, but you know what I mean, like young to the point where it's like you don't care about anything. I wish I could go and do that for like a day. This is a section. When I tell you guys, I did not touch my cup at all. I never poured my own drink. I never touched my cup. I never had to get water. Like, him and his friends, it was like him, this other guy, and then a couple girls, they just waited on us like hand and foot. Like, I came right in and he's like, what do you guys like, tequila or vodka? We said tequila. He's like, do you like cranberry or orange? I was like, you know, cranberry. Made all 4 of us a drink. Anytime we needed extra ice, poured it in. Anytime we needed a refill, made it for us. Like, waited on us hand and foot. And we didn't pay for anything. We didn't pay for an entry. We didn't pay for nothing. Like, when I tell you sections, bottles, buckets of ice, buckets of refreshments.
No sleep. Bus. Club. Another club. Another club. Plane.
Glasses just everywhere. Shot glasses. Like, I was like, this is the type of life I deserve to be living. I met this girl there. Her name is Cammie. Hey, Cammie, if you're watching this, she was so freaking beautiful and so cute. She was so sweet to us. She was there by herself, but she knew the promoter, and so she came up to us and she was like, oh, like, how do you guys know Chuck? And I was like, oh, I don't know him, like, my friend knows him, but I was like, he's a really nice guy. And you know, I got her Instagram and we got to just chatting it up, shooting the shit. She was so sweet. She was like, do you guys need water? Do you guys need to go to the bathroom? Like, it was like such a good night. Like, as girls, we all went to the bathroom together. Like, shit was like just coordinating the way that it was supposed to, okay? And basically, I think the night's coming to an end because it is now 3 o'clock. This club closes at 4. So keep in mind, we went out at 11. We got done at the restaurant around 1, and then we got to this club around 1:30. By the time that we got upstairs, it was like 2. So we've been there for about an hour. And like, you guys know, I'm not a club person anymore. Like, those days for me, pack it up. Like, I am done. My friend's birthday, and I'm gonna be a ride or die for my friend's birthday. Point blank, period. The end. Chapter's over. Case closed. Okay, cool. Like, I reach over and I talk to Cammie and I'm like, hey, what time does the club close? She's like, at 4. And I was like, okay, cool, we got an hour left. I could wait it out. And then she's like, oh no, you guys are coming to the after party. I'm like, the after party? What do you mean? Like, in Connecticut, normally an after party is like at midnight, because most places here close at midnight. But like, this is the time the after party normally ends. You're telling me here in New York the after party starts at 4 a.m. and she's like, yeah, like 4 to 10, 10:30 in the morning. What do you mean? What are you talking about? What are you, this can't be real. And so I look over at Cass. By the way, Cass is drunk. I'm Irish, so it takes a lot for me to get drunk. It takes a lot for me to get drunk, okay? Like, I'm talking like 6 drinks, I'm just buzzing. Takes me about like 10 to actually feel, and I'm not spending that kind of money. So I've gotten acclimated to going out and not getting drunk because it just doesn't happen for me. I'm a heavyweight, I'm not a lightweight. It takes a lot for me to get drunk. So I've come to the conclusion that basically it's not worth it for me to have to drink that much to get drunk. It's not healthy, it's not good for me. So I'm not drunk at all. I'm already like 4 or 5 drinks, I'm not feeling anything. Romance, her buzz is gone. Maria and Cass are having the time of their lives. I'm just telling you, once you guys hit a certain age, like if you're watching me and you're under the age of 26, once you hit a certain age, bedtime be calling. Bedtime really be calling your whole entire name. And so I'm just looking at Cass, and Cass is like, yeah, we're going. Like, we're going to the after party. We're going. Like, and I was like, Cass, we're not going to that. We're going home. Like, don't you want to get food? Don't you want to go home? She's like, no, come on. Like, we have to go. She wanted to go so bad, you guys. And I look over at Romance, and I'm like, well, what do you want to do? Because it's your birthday. And she's like, I mean, we can go. And I'm just like, oh, like, I was hoping she would say no. So basically, we ended up packing it up there, and we're leaving. And when we're leaving, we're talking to Chuck. Because I'm like, wait, we Ubered here. How are we getting there? Because she goes, oh no, Chuck is gonna drive us. And I said, okay, well, what's this place called? Because I don't even know where I'm at right now. And he goes,
It's called the Secret Society.
I said, come again? What do you mean the Secret Society? Where are we? What are you talking about? And he's like, because in New York they have these after party, and like Tana Mojo talks about it all the time. After a certain time, like, you're not allowed to like serve liquor and things like that. So what people in the city do is they will literally get these like apartment complexes and just like rent them out and have huge like bangers in there with like strobe lights, DJs, like drinks. It's insane. And I've never been to one of these, obviously, because like I'm in bed by 10 o'clock watching true crime, watching some Kendall Ray. But I was Sasha. I was not Dakota this weekend. I was Sasha to the fullest extent. I don't even know how I survived. My friend Romans kept looking at me and she's like, thank you so much. I know you're like dying right now, but you're such a good friend. And I was like, girl, anything for you. That's the thing about me, is I adapt to my environment, okay? I'm an adapting ass bitch. Tells me it's the Secret Society. And I'm like, what is that? And he's like, yeah, it's like an invite only. Like, you have to get like a certain text in order to go. Like, Sarah Baskin was just talking about this in one of like her videos, how she went to some like rave and she had to get like a certain amount of texts in a row in order to get in. It was the same exact thing, but it was in New York. And you have to be sent the text, you have to be sent the flyer. And it's $60 for guys to get. $60. Females are free, but for men it's $60, a whole oil change just to get into the Secret Society. It's insane. It's wild. I'm flabbergasted. I'm on the floor, literally. Like, I'm, what? I would never pay that money to get. Are you okay? Like, even if Justin Bieber himself was in that, well, no, that's a different story. I might pay $60. But it depends. Like, am I going to get to talk to Justin Bieber? Am I going to get to have a drink with Justin Bieber? Or am I going to see him? I'm really talking as if this is going to happen. It's never going to happen. Anyway, so he shows me the flyer, and it's like some Illuminati-ass shit. There's like a little like triangle with like an eye in it. And then there's like, it says like the Secret Society after party. And I said, oh, so basically you're setting me up to get kidnapped. And he starts crying. He thinks I'm joking. I'm not joking. Listen, I'm a true crime watcher, and I've seen what I've needed to see to know like how to be safe, right? So he's like, you're
not gonna get kidnapped, I promise. These are my friends. Like, this is a legit place. Like, come on, like trust me.
I keep looking at Romance. I'm like, girl, I don't know, this sounds like some Illuminati. Like, I feel like we're about to literally go into like somebody's basement, and I just don't understand. Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm so confused. I don't know. I don't get it. After we get to this Secret Society, we're like waiting for Chuck. He has to like come in and like check with us. And he's like, all right, I'll be right back. And then he goes in, and then he comes out. He's like, all right, we're almost ready. I'm like, what do you mean almost? What is going on right now? Like, what is this Secret Society? Like, I don't understand. And it's at this point like freaking 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm telling you, people are getting up at this time to go to the gym. People are getting up to like walk their dogs. Like, why am I outside and why am I up? So basically what ends up happening is he finally gets us and we go inside and we have to go up these like 3 large staircases. Large staircases. So we walk all the way up. There's like a huge line to get in and he's like, don't worry, I got this. And so he cuts the whole entire line, literally goes in front of everybody, goes to the front, and he basically is like, I've got 4 girls with me, like, let me in. And so they were basically letting people in with girls. They were like being the priority of like who got in, because like, I guess there was a lot of people in there and it was like a certain capacity, so like if somebody left then you could go in. And so then this lady is just sitting there and she's like, they're literally sitting there, there's like this little like bar stools with this like little table. And there was like a lady sitting there and then a guy sitting there. The guy's security, the lady is the one taking people in. And she has like a laminated paper that has like her Venmo on it. So you could Venmo for the $60 or you can give it in cash. This is not like a place that you normally go to for like a club. It's like it's like an apartment that like somebody rented and just decked out with like strobe lights and DJ equipment. It's like an underground club, but it's like 5 stories up in a New York apartment building. Is that making sense? So she's like, out of nowhere, she has a little rope, right? You know how you have like the velvet ropes that you like, you know, like you take out and like you let people in, and she's like, he's got girls with him, let him in. So she takes it out. We were with 2 other guys, which I'll get to them in a minute, but we were with 2 other guys, and we're just gonna call them Zay and Kyle because I'm obsessed with Love Island right now, and those are the names that I remembered. It's gonna be like go up 3 flights of stairs, we go in, and as we're going up the stairs, like I said, just like mad old men that are waiting on the staircase. Like, what are you doing with your life? Don't you have a wife to go home? Don't you have kids to go home? Like, I'm so confused about it. We end up going in. The minute we go in, it's like, you know when you go to a hookah lounge and there's just like so much smoke that's in the room because like there's no windows open, there's no ventilation. It was smoky, it was like cloudy, you couldn't see anything, it smelled weird. Like the minute that we walked in, there was guys trying to talk, and it's like go away, because at that time everybody's, I'm not drunk, but like most people that go to an after party at 4 o'clock in the morning in New York are probably hammered and drunk and don't know what they're doing. Like, they're out of their minds. So guys are trying to holler at us. I'm like literally not having it. We go in and the girls are like, let's go to the bathroom. So we end up going to the bathroom. I got a freaking hilarious video of Maria because we went in the bathroom and some guy was trying to come in. Like literally, this is me, Maria, Romance, and Cass. And then I'm the last one. Of course, it's always me. And we're walking in and I turn around to go close the door and he's behind me trying to come in the bathroom with us.
If this nigga comes in the bathroom, bro, he'll have a Jimmy Choo in his ass. Please believe that.
He really was trying to come in here.
I'm sorry. He was trying to.
No, you're good. I don't have to go. You guys are good. You guys are good.
Bro, the shit on the toilet to behave.
So I'm like, oh no, like I gotta go. This is why I can't be outside because I'll start swinging. So we get in and like Maria's like talking crap about him. It was the funniest thing ever. So we get out of the bathroom and we go into the other side of the club. It's not a club, it's like an apartment, but it looks like a club basically. And we sit down and I see my girl Cammie and she's like, hey, like, you know, and again, like we're sitting down, it's like a section, there's drinks, there's mixers, there's music, 2 different DJs. But at this one, they were playing specifically house music. No, nothing like no Bad Bunny, nothing, you know, triangulated into that or mixed or conformed into that. It was just house music, and that's when I knew I was done for the night. And I was like, I'm just gonna sit here and wait till my friends want to go home. And we're sitting there and we're just like having drinks, whatever. And then I see people like just openly going and getting coke, like literally like there's like a guy has like a little bag and he puts on his hand, and then you see like the people giving him the money and then just doing it. And I'm like, I need to go home. I don't belong here. I've never done any of that stuff a day in my life. I don't judge you if you do, but seeing that, and then my friend who was like the girl that we met there, Cammie, she's like, you can get anything here. Like she's literally just like, you can get anything you want here. Anything you want, they have it. And I'm, oh my God, like y'all are really about that life, like literally insanity. And time's going on, and those 2 guys, remember I told you to remember those 2 guys that we came up with, right? I think I called them Zay and Kyle. So it's Zay and Kyle, and they come in with us, and Zay is like tall, he's like 6'2", he's a Virgo, I found out, because you know I gotta get the zodiac signs, and he's actually like kind of cute. He's got like short little dreads. His friend is like probably like 5'3". I think he was like Albanian or something, I don't really remember. And he's pretty cool too. Like he comes in, he's got like a joint like on his ear, just like chilling there, and I'm like, wow, you really live life against the law, huh? So tell me why we're all having casual conversations. At this point, you guys, I'm not even joking, it's 5:30 in the morning. Talking to Zay and Kyle, and I'm asking about their zodiac signs. They're telling me like one's a Virgo, one's a Gemini, and I'm like, oh my god, Gemini is the worst. And then Kyle's saying like, oh, you know, Virgo guys, they always get the worst rep. And I was like, well, I'm a Virgo rising, so I love Virgos. So then I make the mistake of asking them what they do for a living, which if you are in New York and you meet a random person, don't ask them what they do for a living. And then Zay and Kyle immediately just look at me and they're like,
oh yeah, no, we're not gonna get into that. And
I'm like, what do you mean we're not gonna get into that? What do you do for a living that is like so illegal and wrong that you can't tell me? So they kind of like skip over that question and act like I never said it. Okay, cool, we're gonna pretend it didn't happen. Glance over to maybe like 30 minutes later, he's saying,
oh, you know, I actually just got out of jail like literally a week ago.
how you get out of jail a week ago and you did 3 years, but you had $60 to get into the club? What is happening right now? And he's just telling us like his life story. He also drove like a nice ass BMW. He had like a not Teflar, these bracelets on, but this one's fake. This is from Amazon. It's like $10. His was real. His was real. I could tell his was real. I don't even know, what is it called? Van Cleef. The Van Cleef bracelet on. Like he was like rolling. He got some nice, you know, Nike Dunks on. The other one's got Jordans on. But apparently he doesn't have a job. And he just got out of jail like literally a couple weeks ago. And he doesn't know where he's staying. And I'm like so confused about it. Like, how do you have all this money, especially if you just got out of jail and you did like time? So then my friend makes the mistake of asking him, oh, well, what did you go in for? Oh, you know, I had a gun with me and it wasn't registered to carry, so I ended up getting caught with it. But he says he went to Rikers prison. You don't go to Rikers prison just for like gun charges, like non-possession of a gun, like an unlawfully illegal possession of a gun. You go to Rikers for some like, yeah. And it was at that time that I realized that we needed to go home. So everybody was down, everybody was in agreement, so we were now gonna go home. We told the promoter, Chuck, and our friend Cammie that we were gonna go to the bathroom. We literally were just gonna leave. We were just gonna leave and go. But tell me why when we get to the door, we all get our stuff, we all get our bags, make sure everyone's in order, everyone's got their shoes on, everyone's got their ID, cool, we're ready to go. We go to the door and there's like a bunch of people up there. I think some people were trying to leave and some people were trying to like purchase like drinks or something, right? So we go up and there's these like 2 lines, and so I get in the line to leave. But then I'm like, why is there a line to leave? Like, imagine if you're like a crowded restaurant, you want to leave and there's a line that's weird. So tell me why this guy comes up to us, he's like, you guys have to get in the other line. And I'm like, well, no, we're actually trying to leave. He looks me dead in my eyes as I'm telling him that we are trying to leave this club. He goes up to the door, slams it shut, and locks it. And in that moment there, I just thought like, I wonder what the last conversation was with like my mom, with my child, with my dad, because like they're not gonna see me tomorrow. I literally immediately like going in panic mode. And I was joking, but I told the guys like when we got there, I was like, because I didn't know these people we were with. So I told them, I said, if any of y'all try something, I said, I got pepper spray in my bag on deck, ready to go. I practice my pepper spray on trees. If you have pepper spray, you need to practice, because like how are you gonna know what to do? You gotta change the lever, you gotta press down, you gotta apply certain pressure. Like no one's gonna catch me slipping. I have pepper spray ready and decked, and it's bedazzled. So what? And then my friend Cass like comes up and she's like, we need to leave, you need to unlock that door right now. And they just were like staring at us as like, I just don't understand. Like they were just looking at us like we were crazy. So finally one of the bouncers comes over and he's like, let them go. And he opens the door and we freaking book it. And we have to have the mission of finding a ride home. And normally you would think, okay, just call an Uber, but it's almost 6 in the morning and it's New York. So anytime that you take an Uber late in New York, you're paying over $100 at least, because they're out late, they're doing a service late, they're gonna charge up prices, and you can't really say no because you need a ride home. Calling a cab is gonna be at least $200, so it was crazy. So we called the Uber and he got there, and we're on the phone with him and we're telling him where we're at, and we're trying to like meet him because we can't find him. He says he's in a Cadillac, he's like in an Uber XL, we can't find him anywhere. The Uber cancels. He cancels. I don't think you guys realize, you know what hurts worse than a breakup is when your Uber driver cancels the ride. Literally, I was like, I started going into like, well, great, this is wonderful. How are we gonna get home? Because all I want to do is go to sleep. Trying to book, nobody's accepting our ride because of how far it is. I think that when Uber drivers are out at the time, they're just trying to take like simple, quick little jobs to make a couple bucks. They're not trying to drive to Jersey City. So then we see Kyle and Zay, who were the two guys from before, the one that went to jail for gun possession in Rikers. Yeah, sure. Cass and my friend Maria go up to them and they're like, can you please give us a ride home? Like, we'll pay you, we'll get you McDonald's, we'll get you food. And he's like refusing to take us home, which first of all, you're not a man. You are not a man if you see 4 girls stranded on the side of the road and you don't take them home. But I think it's because low-key he's on probation and he wasn't allowed to cross state borders, and he lives in Rhode Island and he's in New York. So he already was in violation of his probation, which like, do you want to go back to jail? I don't understand. So then this, I swear, God is real and so are angels. This angel of a man pulls over to the side of the road and he goes, do you guys need an Uber? I said, oh, are you our Uber driver? He goes, no, but I'm going home and like, you guys look like you need a ride. Like, do you want to get in? And I checked, you know, his Uber identification. I checked his license plate. He was, you know, registered. He was legit. So we all get in the car and he's like so nice. He's like, you know, like being so sweet to us, offering us water. So we're like 10 minutes into the ride. He goes, oh, so how are you guys going to pay? I could do Venmo. I could do Zelle. It's gonna be $160 without a tip because it's late, and they can do that. They really can. Like, it sucks, but it just is the truth. Like, a ride. So I'm like, oh my God, I freaking can. This is crazy. So he ends up driving us, and he's pretty nice. Like, he's talking to us the whole time. Like, everything's fine. We end up going up to the red light, and it turns green, and like nobody's going, and we're so confused about it. We're like, what the heck is going on? Like, we need to get home. The guy in front of us was in his car sleeping. He had his foot on the brake, not even parked. There was like, imagine like you're on a highway and like you're in like traffic or something, or no, you're on like a regular road, but it's like a busy road, like a busy picture, like the busiest road in your state or city. And nobody's going at the green light, so everyone's like honking, whatever. And so our driver ends up getting out, and he's like, he's sleeping. The guy in front of us is literally sleeping. I mean, it is like really late, so teach their own, but like maybe you shouldn't be out driving. So we get to Cass's street, or the street that we're supposed to go on in order to get to Cass's house. There is cops blocking, firefighters, ambulance, blocking the whole entire street. And we literally just wanted to get home so bad, and we're all wearing like 6-inch heels. We said, just drop us off here and we'll walk. It's only like maybe a 15-minute, like, no, it was like a 10-minute walk now.
The sun is literally out. What time is it? Almost 6 o'clock in the morning? Cause this bitch, this one right here, she wanted to go to the after party. This is why we're in this mess.
Get your shoes on.
I wish I was recording that more than anything in my whole entire life. Like, what? Not the police in the background.
Not the white refrigerator.
The ghetto.
And literally we start walking, and we're just like talking about our night, and my friend Romance keeps playing because the street before Cass's is just like, it's kind of a little crazy, if you know what I mean. And on top of it too, there was like cop cars, ambulances, fire trucks, just like, and we didn't know why. Like, nothing happened, like nobody like died, like nothing happened. There was just like literally like a person of authoritarian just like literally everywhere. And my friend Romance takes out her phone because, you know, Nene from Houses Atlanta went, and she's like, the ghetto!
The ghetto!
Child.
Not the white refrigerator.
The ghetto!
Girl.
I'm gonna throw up.
Find you on.
I'm gonna throw up. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna throw up.
The ghetto!
Oh my God. She starts playing playing it on her phone on a loop. And I'm not kidding you guys, the whole 10-minute walk we got there, even in the elevator up to Cass's apartment for 15 minutes, Romance was playing that sound on TikTok. So we're walking and we're talking and we're just like, oh my god, not the sun being out. The sun starts coming out.
Not the sun being out. Still being outside. The white Are you still playing it? The ghetto.
I don't have a white refrigerator.
There's people walking their dogs. Like, it's crazy, you guys. We're having to walk by police officers, ambulance, like EMTs, firefighters. Tell me why all of a sudden Maria just falls out of nowhere. We are all walking, like we're talking, we're laughing, and I just hear boom. Maria literally ate shit, and almost literally ate shit, because 2 inches behind her, you guys, I'm not even kidding, this far, there was a pile of dog crap.
There's no way. There's literally a pile of shit, and she just fell right there.
I didn't touch it though. I didn't touch the shit.
Cass!
No, let's go. Please, Cass, let's go. Please, stop today.
Not the sun.
Behind her, and Romance is like, Maria, wait, don't move, literally do not move, let me help you up, because there's a pile of dog poop literally behind you. And like, literally I could not stop laughing, because all I kept picturing in my head is, what if she sat in that pile of shit and then we had to walk home the whole way? Like, I literally I am not that friend in situations where, like, if you fall or if, like, you, like, sit in something, I'm gonna laugh first and then I'm gonna ask you if you're okay, but it's not gonna be the other way around. Literally, we all got inside and we ate some White Castle and we passed out, like, literally passed out.
Baby, go to sleep. Like, come here. I'm over here.
Oh my god, it's literally fucking 6 o'clock in the morning.
You're doing a lot. Baby, you need a new bed. I can't.
Well, you told me, I'm like in disbelief. That's just crazy. Maria ended up waking up, but she ended up going home. Me, Cass, and Romance ended up sleeping in the bed together, and then we watched some movie. I personally heated up my leftovers from White Castle because I'm just ratchet like that, but that's what I did. And yeah, overall it was a good night. I got my ass in the car, drove myself back to Connecticut. That was horrible. Like I said, I didn't really drink that much. I wasn't hungover, but I just woke up that morning and I was like, what am I, like, I got home at 6:30, y'all. I haven't done that since like my senior year of high school. I'm not built for that life anymore. I got all that out when I was a teenager, like literally. So it was insane. I went home and it was a good weekend. It was a really good weekend. It was fun. I feel like everything just ended up working out the way it was supposed to. I loved Kim and Maria. They were such cool girls. They were so nice and like down to earth. I was happy to celebrate Romance's birthday. I was happy to chit chat and catch up with you guys. And I just hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I have a Charlie horse on my leg right now, but I worked really hard on it, you guys. It took like literally 4 to 5 days to edit everything. And I just really hope that you liked it. I really like the style of me like sharing my life with you guys, but it's not like a vlog where it's like, oh, like look at my house decor, like get ready with me and whatever. It's like, or like let me show off like my designer products. I mean, I'm not like shading. Oh my god, I really have a bad Charlie horse. Shading. I'm not shading anybody who does that. I think that's wonderful. I'm not like here to shade like anybody else. It's just for me, like I know that that's not the type of creator that I am. I want to create content where it just feels like we're all hanging out on FaceTime and I can share my life with you guys and still, oh my god, this really hurt. I hate when my foot falls asleep. Oh my god. Oh my god, it literally hurts so bad. And I have a Charlie horse with it, y'all. I love you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn your post notifications on, and comment. And also, while you are at it, please subscribe to my podcast, Sis Let's Heal, available on anywhere you honestly listen to your podcast. And yeah, that has been popping off lately, and I'm really happy about it. Thank you so much for your support. And let's do today's post notification shout out. My post notification shout out goes to Doodly Noodly. She said, your videos on narcissistic relationships save me from mine 8 months ago, and I certainly would not be where I am today without you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And my second one is She Is Yellow 4066. She said, commenting to say I love you and love the growth. We support you, girl, no matter what. Thank you guys so much for your support. I could not do this without every single one of you. I could not do any of this without y'all, and I love you so much. Don't forget to check out Colin Broom as well. Link is in my bio. Use my code for the money off. Thank you so much again for supporting the channel, for supporting me. And until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Stay safe, wear condoms, don't let anybody's dusty, rusty, crusty son get you in your feelings, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!
Baby, I wonder, would you just put your sweats on me? Yeah. I got the plug.